This segment is sponsored in part by Special Touch Home Care Services.
If you or a loved one need a little help with day-to-day self-care, or you're dealing with a chronic illness, home health care can be a great way to get help, the help that you need in the comfort of your own home. For 40 years, Special Touch Home Care has been providing in-home caregivers to families in need. Grace Gold is with us today to tell us what you need to know about home care. It is wonderful to see you, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great topic, great service. Let's just set the table. So when we talk about home health care, what exactly are we talking about?
Yes, well, home health care is when those in need of medical assistance choose to stay at home and receive care from a qualified caregiver in the comfort of their own home. So Special Touch Home Care, they provide this assistance in one of two ways. So the first way is called CDPAP. You may have heard of this program. It stands for Consumer Directed Personal Assistance Program, and it allows Medicaid recipients to hire people they already know and trust as compensated caregivers. That could be your niece, it could be your son. It's a really great option for a lot of people, and Special Touch Home Care helps handle the financial, administrative responsibilities, including managing payroll and benefits for these folks. The second option, if individuals need that higher level of care, Special Touch Home Care also offers in-home aides.
Okay.
So these are rigorously screened paraprofessionals. They are personal care aides or home health aides, and the care that they provide is overseen by a registered nurse supervisor. So these are two ways to get excellent care in the comfort of your own home.
In the comfort of your home. I never imagined it could be someone that you know, like a family member, and then they get put through the paces. Great. So when someone needs home care, how should they go about finding the right provider?
Well, it is so important to find the right group to work with, okay? This is your loved one. You want them in really great hands. And Special Touch Home Care, they are a New York family-owned business. They have been so heavily invested in our community for such a long time. And what makes their home health care so exceptional is really their commitment to the quality of caregivers and services that they provide. So they are really known for a very rigorous screening process. They also have in-depth training programs, detailed patient assessments, so they really understand what your loved one needs. They have comprehensive compliance and integrity protocols, and really a legacy of excellence and trust that they have earned over 40 years specifically in the home healthcare sector here in New York. And if this sounds interesting, you know, I suggest starting your research, going to specialtouchhomecare.com. You can start reading about it and seeing if this is a good option for you.
I know that some folks who might need home health care, they don't want a stranger, and I know I keep going back to that, but Miriam, I'm not talking about you, my own 87-year-old mother, but these are things we start to think about as we get older and as our loved ones get older. So talk to us about this option again of not having a stranger in your home.
Absolutely. Well, this is where that CDPAP program really comes into play. So you may have heard of it. It is that Medicaid program in New York State. It offers eligible recipients a way to receive that in-home care from loved ones. Basically, this program is allowing patients to select and hire their own caregivers, including family and friends, as I mentioned. It can be your grandson, it can be your niece, someone that you really love and trust. And once these caregivers are registered with Special Touch Home Care, what's great is they can be compensated for their services within the program.
Wow.
You know, a lot of people are already doing this
anyway. For free.
For free, and they don't realize that they qualify. So this is such an incredible program. It puts the patient in control, makes them feel more comfortable. They pick their provider, get the support from a familiar, trusted face.
So Grace, once we've got the provider down pat, what are the different levels? Are there different levels to home care available?
Well, Special Touch Home Care, they offer a wide array of services, but it's not levels. Because what is so important for our loved ones, they really prioritize companionship, safety, hygiene, nutrition, flexibility, security, and then those options are tailored to each individual's needs. Now, patients are matched with the best caregiver for them, and let me tell you, these caregivers speak all the languages we hear in New York. So if Abuela wants a Spanish-speaking caregiver, they can do that. They're also matched with the best care possible to help maintain their comfort, dignity, freedom, and all home care services have the same goal. It's really all about helping people get excellent care from a trusted professional within the comfort of their own home instead of having to go to a less familiar outside facility.
That's right, with some dignity.
Yeah,
Which is lovely. What's the most important message you want folks to know about home care?
The most important thing to know is not all providers are the same, okay? Again, this is your loved one. You want to make sure they're with the best, and really Special Touch Home Care, they are the best of the best. They've provided families with such incredible support for over 40 years here in New York State. We are so lucky to have them as an incredible resource, and they just really are known for going above and beyond and being there when patients and their families need them the most, because this can be
It's a daunting experience, and you guys are doing the best to make it less daunting, and we appreciate that. Grace Gold, thank you so much. Chock full of information.
Thank you.
It's always wonderful to see you. You can learn more about Special Touch Home Care and the CDPAP program by scanning the QR code on your screen.